Hey, everybody. We are here to talk about our health chat, and Rob and I are going to talk today about natural ways to balance hormones because hormones are super important. Everybody's got them and they got to be doing what they're supposed to be doing. And when they're not doing what they're supposed to be doing, we don't feel so good. So we want to talk about ways to balance them so you feel amazing. So the first one I think is really important is protein. Getting enough protein is especially important. It's good for growth. It's good for your metabolism. It's good for your muscle strength. Obviously, protein feeds our muscles. And I don't know if you know, Robin, do you know what's the minimum?
She's quizzing me again. No, you're not quizzing me. I'm leaving. Goodbye.
Oh.
Don't quiz me. Don't quiz me in public.
Okay. Anyway, well, I'm not going to quiz her, but I'll just send this out there. Like, what do you think the minimum amount of protein we should get per day is?
120 grams.
Okay. Well, that's a great answer if you weigh 120 pounds, because ideally you should be getting your ideal weight in protein grams. So mine's 130. So it could be different, whatever you weigh or whatever you're.
And that comes from where? That statistic, because I'm sure people are going to want to know where that comes from.
A lot of women I follow a lot of functional medicine doctors and integrative doctors and nutritionists, and they're saying 0.8 to 1 to 1.2 kilogram per weight. So you kind of take the median about that, and it goes to 1 gram per pound of ideal body weight, not what you weigh now if you want to lose weight.
Yeah.
So, and it makes sense because most of us don't get enough protein.
Right.
So anyway, there we go. So that's protein. And the next one is strength training. That is super important for our metabolism, bone building, but our hormones benefit from strength training as well. Again, helps with growth, human growth hormone. It just helps with delivery of our hormone signals. And so it's really important. Strength training is one of the best things you can do, especially as you're getting older. So strength training has so many benefits, like not leading into frailty and just empowerment and just being functional, being able to do all the things you want to do. And then maintaining a moderate weight is super important because excess weight causes hormonal imbalances. So I'm just going to leave that there because it's
along with a lot of other things.
Right. It's inflammation. Yeah. It's inflammation to your body. So, and the one more thing I want to talk about, because Robin's got a list too, but gut health is super important, the state of your gut, because your hormones are like little messengers your gut sends out that emanate from your gut to do what they're supposed to do. They do what they're fed to do. But if they're not fed the right things, they're not in the healthiest state. They don't do what they're supposed to do. Or, as we get older too, hormones we get less of a lot of them.
Oh yeah.
So it's really important to keep your gut happy and healthy, because I always say a happy gut equals happy hormones. So Robin, I know you have this on your list too, lower sugar and lowering your sugar intake, because
yep.
Sugar is not our friend, and added sugar promotes insulin resistance, which is what we don't want. We want to be insulin sensitive, but our body gets overpowered by too much sugar. And so fructose intake is a big part of it as well. Fructose is from fruit, but there's a product called high fructose corn syrup that is many, many, many products that is not good for us and is not our friend. And we want to avoid that at all costs. Do you have anything more you want to say on that?
And sugar, listen, sugar's not good for anything. It's not good for your brain. Mm-hmm. Think about what it does to kids when they're on it, like what it does to them, and then a big come down from it. So anything that does that, it's like a drug. It really is.
Well,
it's addictive.
Yeah, it's a legal drug.
So that's all I got to say about that.
Okay. Well, why don't you go ahead now and read some of them from your list?
Okay. So the one that I really feel strongly, and it's because of something that I struggled with, was sleep. Sleep is so important for your hormones, because if your sleep is off, it's going to get everything off. Yes. It's going to affect more than just like your cortisol levels and,
Mhm.
you know, it's a lot of things because you really need sleep. And
Yeah,
I think it's something that's underrated. Sleep
absolutely. Yeah.
is so underrated. What else? Managing stress, that's another thing too.
Mhm.
That goes right along with sleep. When you don't have a lot of sleep, typically you're stressed. I mean, that's how I feel. I'm going from my own experience. When I didn't have sleep, you know, my stress levels went through the roof. So, exercising regularly.
Yep.
And if you exercise regularly, you typically it'll help your sleep as well as your stress. So
Yep.
all of this falls, you know, in the same area. Um, what else do I want to? We talked about gut. Kim, did you say healthy fats? Because
Not
healthy
yet.
fats is
Yep. Go
another.
ahead.
So go. No, you go
Oh,
ahead. So if you want to
yeah,
go ahead
healthy
and
fats.
bring
So,
that one up.
and we're talking about omega-3 fats, a lot of omega-3 fats, so good for your healthy fat just plays a role in the gut health, helps with insulin regulation as well. Helps with keeping balance and just healthy fats, extra virgin olive oil, omega-3s, avocados, they all help with
Salmon.
all help with hormone imbalancing, and just helps you feeling full. It helps with your metabolism, metabolic function. So don't be afraid of healthy fats. Healthy fats are where it's at.
Yep. And then something that goes without saying is getting rid of bad habits. And I'm
Mm,
talking smoking,
mm,
over drinking, drug use. I
yeah.
mean, all of those things wreak havoc on your hormones. So, what else do you have?
I have fiber. Fiber is your
Yay.
friend.
Oh,
And
yeah.
we should be getting women, adult women should be getting a minimum of 25 grams of fiber per day, and the average is 12 or 15 grams of fiber per day.
That is unbelievable to me.
Yeah,
And I was just talking, can I just
sure.
insert here, which I was so surprised because I have this coach that I hired and I'm to have 25 grams, which I do anyway. Probably I go over 25 grams because I
Good.
eat a lot of salads and things. But, you know, she said to me, people don't understand, you know, why do I need so much fiber? She says, and then they tell me, you know, I haven't pooped for a week. And you're like, well, hello.
My
And
God,
when
that would
she
not
said
feel
that to
good.
me, I was like, how does that even happen? Like, how? And I, you know, not everybody likes to talk about poop, but listen, you need to do it every day. And that's fiber is going to help you because you can have a lot of other problems if you don't do that every
Well,
day.
yeah,
So,
and I just want to say before I forget, and for men, the minimum is 37 grams of fiber per day. But what happens when we poop? It gets rid of the excess estrogen, or the estrogen is we want to get out of our system. We want to get excess estrogen out, the old estrogen. That's how you get it out. So that
yeah,
very important to do that every day. So
yep,
super important. It just plays a great role in our gut health, and just helping, you know, with our digestion and doing all the things we need to be doing. So fiber is fuel for your
yep,
gut and your hormones. So
yep. Is
that's
that
all
the
I
last one
have.
you had?
That's the last one I
And
have.
that's the gut. I had essential oils are
Hmm,
good too. That's another thing. So if you guys are into essential oils, they're really good for you. Just make sure they're pure and not like, you know, the junky kind.
right.
Um, I think avoid harmful chemicals, you know, and those are hard sometimes to avoid because they're all around us. Um, because they do wreak. And consider supplements. You know, I'm seeing this metabolic doctor because all my hormones were all jacked up. And I'm on all kind of like cortisol and sleep. And I mean, it's made a big difference. It's
Good.
made like a huge difference for me. So don't, you know, say boo to supplements because they are certain ones. But I would, again, good ones, and I would get, you know, get a doctor's opinion on that. Other than that, I don't have anything. It's things that Kim and I talk about constantly that you should bring into your, or that you get to bring into your life,
Yeah.
to keep everything balanced. So,
Yep. It's really important. So anyway,
oh, and you wanted to tell them, you want to tell them about this gut health if they're interested about gut
oh,
health.
yeah. So we're doing a 4-week gut health program. I'm starting September 11th. If you're interested, you can DM us, send us some private message for details. But yeah, it's a 4-week program to help reset your gut, get it back on track. It's kind of it's a lifestyle. It's not a diet. It's not a crazy thing. It's focusing on
Right.
whole foods, basically help your hormones too. So
Yeah, exactly.
a natural way to help your hormones is through food. So we're gonna be doing that. So,
Absolutely.
yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so I think that's it. Happy end of August, and we'll see you next month. And I just want you to have fun and live young. And we'll see you next.
Yay.
All right.
See
Bye.
ya. Bye, Kim.